Today, we are going to talk about one of the third-generation architect, Leandro Locsin. Before we introduce you to his works, let us get to know more about his personal life. Leandro Locsin was a Filipino architect, artist, and interior designer, known for his use of concrete, floating volume, and simplistic design in his various projects. He was proclaimed a National Artist of the Philippines for Architecture in 1990. He was born August 15, 1928 in Silay City, a grandson of the first governor of the province. He later studied at the De La Salle Brothers. He returned to Manila to study pre-law, before shifting to pursue bachelor's degree in music at the University of Santo Tomas. Although he was a talented pianist, he later changed again to architecture. Just a year before graduating, he was married to Cecilia Yulo, to which he had 2 children, one of whom is also an architect. The Liman Catholic chaplain Father John Delaney commissioned Locsin to a design chapel that is open and can easily accommodate 1,000 people. The Church of the Holy Sacrifice is the first round chapel in the Philippines, with the altar in the middle, and the first to have a thin shell concrete dome. The floor of the church was designed by Arturo Luz, the Station of the Cross by Vicente Mansala and Angelo Poc, and the cross by Napoleon Abueva. Alfredo L. Munoz served as the building's structural engineer. Today, the church is recognized as a National Historical Landmark and a cultural treasure by National Historical Institute and the National Museum, respectively. Now, here are some of Leandro Locsin's architectural works. The Philippine International Convention Center, Philippine Plaza Hotel, and Cultural Center of the Philippines. The Philippine International Convention Center. The Philippine International Convention Center is a convention center located in the Cultural Center of the Philippines complex in Pasay City, Metro Manila. This state-of-the-art facility has been the host of numerous local and foreign conventions, meetings, fairs, and band social events. The PICC was also the home of the Office of the Vice President of the Philippines until 2005. Presidential Decree No. 520 authorized the Central Bank of the Philippines to construct an international conference building, acquire a suitable area for the purpose, and organize a corporation to manage a conference center. Thus, the PICC was organized under the Corporation Code. The construction of the state-of-the-art PICC complex was undertaken in a short span of 23 months, from November 1974 to September 1976. From its inception to the present, the PICC has also hosted the annual awards night of the Filipino Academy of Movie Arts and Sciences, or PAMAS, the Philippine equivalent of the Oscars, most of its plenary hall. On September 5, 1976, the PICC, Asia's first international convention center, was officially opened to the world. The Philippine International Convention Center is composed of 5 building modules: the Delegation Building, Secretariat Building, Plenary Hall, Reception Hall, and the Forum. The facility was designed by Leandro Locsin. It was built and reclaimed land and has a floor area of more than 65 square feet. The Cultural Center of the Philippines. Sentrong Pangkultura ng Pilipinas, or CCP, is a government-owned and controlled corporation established to preserve, develop, and promote arts and culture in the Philippines. The CCP was established through Executive Order No. 30, Section 1966 by President Ferdinand Marcos. Although an independent corporation of the Philippine government, it receives an annual subsidy and is placed under the National Commission for Culture and the Arts for the purpose of policy coordination. The CCP is headed by an 11-member Board of Trustees, currently headed by Chairperson Margarita Moral Floreno. The CCP provides performance and exhibition venues for various local and international production at the 62 hectares Cultural Center of the Philippines complex located in the cities of Pasay and Manila. Its artistic programs include the production of performances, festivals, exhibitions, cultural research, outreach, preservation and publication of materials on Philippine art and culture. It holds its headquarters at the Tanghalang Pambansa, a structure designed by Locsin and would later design many of other buildings in the CCP complex. The scope of activities the center engages includes architecture, film and broadcast arts, dance, literature, music, new media, theater, and visual arts. Aside from its promotion of local and indigenous artists, it has played host to the numerous prominent and international artists. 1972, the CCP administered the Order of the National Artist, which is the highest recognition the government of the Philippines give to individuals who made significant contribution to the development of arts in the country. The order was established in 1972 through the auspices of Proclamation Number 1001. A year later, the Board of Trustees of the Center was designated as the National Artist Award Committee. Today, the CCP administers the order in conjunction with the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. The Philippine Plaza Hotel. The Sofitel Philippine Plaza was originally built as the Philippine Plaza, one of the several hotels rushed into construction at the behest for the 1976 annual meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank in Manila during the administration of her husband, President Ferdinand Marcos. The hotel was managed under the Westin brand until the management contract with Starwood Hotels ended in 2005. The Westin Hotel Company made renovation on the hotel in 1994 and July 1995. In 2006, the hotel signed a new management contract with Accor Hotels. The following year, after extensive renovation works with millions of pesos, the hotel was rebranded as Sofitel Philippine Plaza. The only 5-star luxury resort hotel in Manila, Sofitel Philippine Plaza is an iconic property standing amid an expensive tropical setting known for its spectacular views of Manila Bay sunsets. The hotel continues to attract local and international travelers alike with its signature brand of Filipino hospitality and the French delivery that is reflected in rituals in foods and wine along with varied entertainment offerings. Sofitel Philippine Plaza is located near well-known establishments and landmarks in the Manila such as SM Malavisha, Intramuros, US Embassy, Manila Ocean Park, and major shopping centers. It also near the PICC, the Coconut Palace, Folk Arts Theater, and the Mong Arts. Leandro Locsin shaped the urban landscape with a distinct architecture reflective of Philippine art and culture. He believes that the true Philippine architecture is the product of two great streams of the culture, the Oriental and the Occidental, to produce a new object of profound harmony. In this synthesis that underlies all of his works, with his achievements in concrete reflecting his mastery of space and scale, every Locsin building is an original and identifiable as a Locsin with themes of floating volume, the duality of light and heavy, buoyant and massive running in his major flows. That's all for our presentation for today. We hope that you learned something from us and you get to know more about one of the pillars of Philippine architecture, Leandro Locsin. We are your presenters for the day.
I am John Lloyd V. Ahilion.
And Michelle S. de Guzman.
Thank you for watching.